When I first saw this Hofbräu Helles Lager, I wondered if it was just a canned version of the Hofbräu original lager, because the can has a different design on it, and I just didn't know. So I bought it to find out. And I did a comparison of this with the Palate Münchener lager. And this one came out on top. So then I wanted to do a comparison between this and the Hofbräu original lager, which is one of my favorite beers. When I got this home, I saw that its ABV was 4.9, and I know that this is 5.1 or 5. I'm not even going to try to read that. But I knew it had to be different. And when I first poured this, you can definitely see a difference in color. Look how yellow, bright yellow that is compared to the Hofbräu original lager. Hofbräu original lager is more golden. Well, I don't know if golden is the right word to use, but this is the Hofbräu Helles Lager is more of a pale yellow. And this one has hints of amber color in it. More, maybe a tad bit more orangish. When I tried this, it was very sweet and had very little hops. I think this is probably made specifically for export, to come to places like the United States where we drink sweet beer without too much hop. Budweiser, Miller, of course, Pabst. So they probably made this to appeal to that taste. It is an easy drinking beer. Sweet and very little to no bitterness whatsoever. Hofbräu original lager is very well balanced in my opinion. So anyway, let's do it side by side. And we'll see if I can tell a difference and if I can still pick out my favorite Hofbräu original lager versus this Helles lager. Okay. I don't think that's the Helles, because this has got a little bit of bitterness and some flavor to it. But we'll see when I get the other one. Actually, this one's stronger. This one's stronger and more flavorful. I think. I should bring water to rinse my mouth out after I taste the beer, so I don't have any influence from the previous taste lingering on my tongue. It's got a finish to it. A little bit bitter finish. And this one, chasing this beer with this makes this taste like water. But when I chased this one with this, I could immediately detect a stronger and more flavorful taste. I'm thinking this is the original one. I think this is the Helles. And it appears I was right. So yeah, there is a difference between these two. The Hofbräu original is more flavorful, stronger, slightly more bitter. It's got some upfront sweetness, and it quickly balances out with the hops to provide that bitterness. This is a very well-balanced beer, in my opinion. And every time that I compare this, it usually wins. It has lost a couple of times. But when I drink this, I think that's the way beer ought to taste. Now, this is okay. But it's just weak. It's like making love in a boat compared to that one. If I was just drinking this and not side by side with a beer like this, then I would be okay with this. But as I drank more and more of them as the night wore on, it would start just tasting like water. As usually beer does when you're drinking for a few hours at a party or someplace. New Year's Eve party. By the time the new year gets there, and you've already drank 8 or 10 beers, well, they just start going down like water. And well, this one will probably be better because it's stronger, so it's not going to get that watery taste and feel to it as soon as this one would. At least that's what I think. That's my opinion. I have to make sure that it's known what my opinions are, because I don't like stating facts unless I can back it up with evidence. So, it is my opinion that this is going to get it's a fact that this was more watery, that I can empirically determine by tasting it. But over a long period of time, it's my opinion that this is going to start getting even more watery sooner than this one. So I guess if you were going to go out and drink for several hours, say at a New Year's Eve party, you might want to get something strong, like a Doppelbock. Of course, you won't need to drink as many to get drunk, because they typically have ABVs of 7 or higher, or let's say as low as 6.5 or higher. And I think that I'd like to do some Doppelbock comparisons. Problem is, here in the U.S., we don't have a wide selection of Doppelbocks as we do other German beers or European beers such as lagers. In fact, I have never seen Hofbräu's Doppelbock sold in this country anywhere at any liquor store that I've been to. We've got Spaten, we've got Hackerschwa, we've got Eyinger. I don't think I've seen a Paulaner Doppelbock. I don't think that I've seen a Bitburger or a Beetbugger. I don't think that I've seen a Radebugger. So, the Spaten, Hackerschwa, let's see, Maximator, Optimator, what was the Eyingers? But I did have, what was it? Wasn't Augustina? No, I don't know. I don't know. But I think that I haven't done any Hefeweizen comparisons. So maybe that'll be up next. Because I did see at the liquor store, when I went to get some Hofbräu Original to compare to this, at the normal liquor store I go to, ABC, they didn't have any of this. But they did have Hofbräu Hefeweizen, and they had Palate Hefeweizen. So I thought, yeah, I should pick up a 6-pack of each of those and do a Hefeweizen comparison. Well, here's another victory for Palate, for Hofbräu Original. This isn't a bad beer. I did pick up some Paps today, and I'm going to compare that to the Palate München Lager. München. I don't know the correct way to pronounce that. Is it for you German speakers out there, preferably a native German speaker, and preferably somebody from München? How do you say München in German or the Bavarian dialect? Is it München? Or is it München? Or is it Minken? I heard somebody say Minken once. Of course, that doesn't seem right to me, but it could be, as far as I know. And I've heard that the CH sound in German has a sound to it. So München. München. Or Minken. I don't know. I believe the U in München has an umlaut above it, doesn't it? Let's see, is it on here? I don't think so. I'll have to give me a can of the Palate and see if there's an umlaut above that mu or U. Well, anyway. I guess half the reason to do these videos isn't just to compare the beer, but just to sit here and shoot the shit to somebody who will listen. Because nobody else is around here listening to me except my cat. And he doesn't understand half the stuff I say. Or he just gets bored and walks away. Anyway, that's all. I'd like to keep these around 10 minutes, and we've already gone close to 14. So, auf Wiedersehen.